Welcome in and welcome back to the Texas Huddle. I'm your host, Rhea. This is my brother, LD. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Of course, you've been here for a while. You already know what to do. Share this live, hit that like button so this show can continue to be pushed into the algorithm. All right, so we back. We back with another week. Another week of playoff football. It was championships round. We had one thriller and we had one game that turned into a snowstorm. So we'll get into all of that. But of course, got to check in with you first. Tell me, how was your weekend, or what did you think about those games?
Man, the weekend was good, man. Overall, the games that Denver game, man.
It was boring.
Yeah, but that Seattle game, boy, yeah, they kind of lived up to the bill of a championship atmosphere. But I enjoyed it though. I really enjoyed both games. The other one was
Yeah,
kind of boring. You know what I mean? More boring.
you said it was boring.
Yeah, that Denver game and New England game was boring a little
It was
bit.
boring. Yeah, it was a little bit boring. But all right, so we'll go ahead and as y'all come in, make sure y'all like I said, hit that like button. I know y'all probably being here a little bit later. It seems like y'all like to pull up right when the show about to be over. I'm promising they ain't gonna be. If y'all pull up late today, it's gonna be over. I promise you it is. We ain't gonna
Mhm.
be on here a long time. So again, as y'all come in, hit that like button, getting those comments. We love when y'all getting these comments and talk to us. So of course, we're gonna go ahead and start with our standout. So pretty much it's usually the standout from around the league, but of course this is playoff edition, so we're gonna go ahead and get into our standouts from the playoffs. So who'd you choose from your standout from the playoffs?
To be real short and concise, man, I picked that boy JSN, man. I mean,
Okay.
he just been consistent on his play from week one up until the championship weekend. He been one of the top receivers in the league. I don't think he had like one bad week to where he dropping passes, running wrong routes. He just been Mr. Consistent all year long, and he followed that pattern all year to a 10 catch, 153 yard, what one touchdown game, like. And to do that in a championship game, man, that's where you make your name at in playoffs and championships and the Super Bowl, and you make your name. And that boy, he becoming a superstar.
Oh yeah, right before our eyes. I've always liked JSN since
Mhm.
he came out of college. Like you said,
Yeah,
he's been doing his thing all year, been one of the best receivers in the league. He probably is the best receiver if we being honest. He was the best receiver outside of Puka Nakua. They probably 1A and 1B. I ain't gonna lie to you. Both of them
facts.
boys are absolute dogs and they put on the show. But we'll get into that later. But my standouts from the league, I went with the quarterbacks. Collectively together, I picked Matt and Sam Sam Darnold. I feel like both of them put on a show. They put on a great show for the people. They did not disappoint. Of course, these two teams see each other twice a year, so we didn't expect anything less. But I went with both of them. They both combined for 720 yards and 6 touchdowns. They balled out. So I went with both of them for my standouts from around the league.
Yeah, I can't fault that, man. I can't fault that. That boy Matt went off. He,
Yeah, no.
he
But
gave
he
the boys a
been balling,
chance, man.
Matt been quietly balling, but I think I'm not even say like I think his play get lost in translation because they don't get a lot of national games, but when they are on TV, like Matt Stafford's been balling out like these last 3 years for sure. And at this point, I don't know why he would even want to retire. I mean, he got his ring, but I
I
mean, he
mean,
still look good to me.
shit, he really been balling his whole career. He just been in Detroit. Like he is always they be like, oh, he's stat pet. No, that boy just lie. He 3,800 passing yards and 30 and 40 touchdowns every year. Like that. He been on. He just been hid in Detroit. Him and Megatron. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So
That's true. I like
that
I
boy,
like Matt Stafford. I hope he come back another year. It makes the NFC exciting to watch. So hopefully he come
for
back next
sure.
year. We'll see what they do. But let's go ahead and get into these games, man. Like we said earlier, we had one thriller. We had one game that turned into an absolute snow blizzard.
Right.
Let's talk about the Pats first. The Pats are headed back to the Super Bowl since 2018. They indeed beat the Broncos 10-7. Drake made 10 for 21, 86 yards, one touchdown. And Jared Stidham was 17 for 31, 133 yards, and one touchdown. I think Stiddy started the game off pretty good. He came out there, had one throwing touchdown, but after that, he went ice cold, no point intended, because of what the weather was. But ice cold in that second half, they didn't get in the end zone, didn't get any points. It's like the defense, I don't know. The defense wasn't helping them out a lot either. But tell me your thoughts on this game.
It's the Patriot way, man. It's the Patriot way. Everything that everything that Vrabel did is the same thing Belichick used to do back in the day. Okay, we
Mm-hmm.
gonna try to control the ground. You know what I mean? And then take away your best options on offense, especially in them conditions. And you got to back up in there. Oh yeah, okay, we're gonna see what he can do, then we're gonna see what he do best, and we're gonna strangle his ass out. And
Mm-hmm.
that's exactly what happened because after that first quarter, he started with like 0 for 3 or 0 for 4, something like that. Then he ended up going like 6 for 7 at one point. After
Mm-hmm.
that, after that, he was throwing like Herb, they was like putting pressure on him. He was throwing errant passes and
Mm-hmm.
putting the ball in dangerous situations and that's all they asked him to do was not make mistakes. And he ended up making a couple of mistakes that kind of cost him the game. And New England capitalized on it. It's just simple as that. They just played fundamentally sound football, and especially in those conditions, that's all you want to do.
Especially that play. I don't know. I don't know if he was trying to like scramble out of the pocket, but it ended up being a backward pass, and
Hmm.
they called a touchdown off, but Patriots still scored right there. But like I said, after that, they didn't score anything else in that first half, which is really funny to me because if you watch the national media, they sold to us all week. Oh, Steedy gonna be good. He gonna come right in there, and Sean Payton's gonna have him ready. I didn't believe that. Like at the end of the day, this man ain't paid. He ain't been a starting quarterback in 787 days. I think that's what the stat was. 752 days he has not started. So I didn't have any confidence that he would come in there and play great. I was thinking more so they were leaning on a run game. But no, Sean Payton had him out there throwing the ball around. It was one play that Sean Payton should have took the points. It was first of all, it's your backup. I'm not going for it on fourth down with my backup. We need the points. I'm taking the points right there, but they did not take the points and turn over on downs. But like I said, I don't think Stiddy was the guy to get this job done. And as the game went on, I was like, you know what? I don't want to see the Broncos in the playoffs because with this quarterback, like the the Super Bowl is not going to be good at all. Like I'd rather it be the Patriots, like with a real quarterback over there. Stiddy he didn't look good. Like I said, after that first half, he just kind of, I don't know, maybe the Patriots just had him sped up, but he really ain't do much outside of that first half.
Yeah, and speaking on that decision for with Sean Payton going for it, man, I think he was just trying to use the momentum of the drive and then the energy for the crowd. He know he has a backup, so you got to take chances because you don't know if you're gonna make it down that field again, especially in them elements
Yeah,
now.
but take chances. I'm taking the points. Anytime I can take the points, I'm taking the points.
That's true too, but you gotta put this into play because it happened a couple of times during the game. The snow affected kick. You know what I mean? Like the snow is gonna affect them boys, but missed like 1 or 2 field goals during that game. So I mean, you playing the Patriots defense with a backup who ain't played in like 3 some years. I'm gonna take my point, but New England gonna try to put some points on the board, especially with them offensive weapons they have. Denver don't have them offensive weapons like New England, and I would have tried to go for it as well. I ain't gonna lie, I would have went for it too.
I
I would
think
have
I
went
would have
for
took the points right there. Anytime I think I can get points on the board, especially when you're down. I get it. If you're
three.
ahead, keep your foot on their neck. But when you're down, man, take the points.
I'm at the crib.
Give me
What?
three. I'm
I
taking the
need
three. I'm taking
I
the
need
three.
momentum. I need momentum, man. I need the crowd into it. I need to swing that momentum. I'm going for that 6 because 3 ain't gonna do nothing for you. 3 points ain't gonna do nothing for you.
Well,
I'm
they
going for
had 7 points. It could have been tie game. It would have been 10
mm-mm.
10.
No, I'm going for it, dog. I think he made the right decision. I'm going for it. I'm aggressive like that. I'm aggressive like that.
I get it. I get it. But they end up losing this game. But let's talk about Vrabel for a little bit. I think it's rare that a coach goes to the Super Bowl in his first year with a new team. Like, talk to me about that. Like, I just think it's first of all, if you look at that Patriots roster and how it's constructed, they don't really have no big names over there outside of what Stephon Diggs and the DB Christian Gonzalez. Outside of that, they don't really have no big names on this team. So
And
like
that's
what you think about that with Vrabel going to the Super Bowl in his first year with this young team?
hey, like I just said a couple of minutes ago, man. This is the Patriot way because if you think about it, they did the same thing when Tom Brady had first got his start. They didn't have no superstars on their team at all.
That's
They
true.
didn't have any superstars. It was just fundamentally sound football and great defense.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they won. You know what I mean? Because
That's
Tom
true.
Brady, he wasn't this old electric passer. Like he wasn't putting up passing stats when he first came in the league. He was dinking and dunking and running the ball and playing good defense. He became a great passer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Over years, but Man, this the Patriot way, man, and like, and we speak on it all the time. It's a topic of conversation all the time. You speak on it, I speak on it. The media, coaching matters.
Coaching matters
It
for
doesn't
sure.
matter, and you know what? It starts at the top too. It comes from the front office and trickle on down to the equipment manager. You know what I mean? To everybody got to do their job.
That's true.
Everybody. This man has been to the Super Bowl. What? This is what his second or third coach since
Who you talking about?
uh the owner for the Patriots,
I think this is only his second coach because Bill Belichick was there for years.
because he was there with Bill Belichick. The other coach was, oh, it's not going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Yeah. This is second time going with two different coaches, but just being successful though, it's like it permeates from the top and work its way on down. And hey, leadership and coaching matters. And you can see a perfectly good ran organization when you put the right infrastructure in. And that's what we got going on, man. It's crazy to see.
and not to throw the Cowboys in the mix, but I just want to say like, and this is where I kind of get pissed off with the Cowboys because you got to do your due process. They had the opportunity to bring in a Mike Vrabel as their head coach, but they didn't. They didn't interview everybody. They didn't interview him. They didn't interview Ben Johnson, and both of these coaches was in the playoffs at the end. And
Yup.
just imagine if you had a Mike. And I ain't gonna lie, I like Shotty. Shotty is a great coach. You know, first year head coach. He did okay for his first year. Of course, it was more so the defense why we didn't make the playoffs. But like I said, if just imagine if you had a Mike Vrabel over there with Dak Prescott and what he could have done with that team. So I think, like you said, we talk about it all the time. Coaching definitely matters. You have a great coach behind you. Your team get behind a great coach. You want to run through a wall for him. So I'm really happy for the Patriots. The last time this was done, that a coach in his first year went to the Super Bowl. Gary Kubiak did it in 2015 with the Denver Broncos, and they
Right.
actually won that Super Bowl. But yeah, I really think it's dope. I'm really happy. I'm happy for the Patriots. I'm really happy for Stephon Diggs too. So
Yeah, definitely having a tough year, boy.
yeah, that's what I'm
Ooh,
saying. He been having a tough year, so I'm happy for them. Yeah, I'm really happy for the Patriots. I think this is gonna be a good Super Bowl, honestly.
it's gonna be more competitive than having them in. No,
Yeah, because now you got
that's
two. You know, both of them got their quarterbacks. Hopefully,
yeah,
nothing
yeah,
happens. But yeah. All right,
yeah.
so let's go ahead and move into this next game. As y'all come in, make sure y'all hitting that like button, and of course, getting these comments. If y'all want to speak, y'all can do that as well. We love when y'all talk. All right, so let's get into the next game. This was a great game. I ain't gonna lie to you all the way to the end, but the Seahawks did come out on top. The Seahawks beat the Rams 31-27. Matt Stafford, he was 27 for 35, 374 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Sam Darnold, he was 25 for 36, 346 yards, 3 touchdowns. Puka Nakua, 9 receptions for 165 yards, 1 touchdown. JSN had 10 receptions for 153 yards and 1 touchdown. These boys was absolutely dueling. It was a thriller. This game came all the way down to the end. Puka Nakua, me was actually down. Clock expired. Now you got the Seahawks going to the Super Bowl. What was your thoughts on this game?
That's exactly what you want from a championship game, dog.
Yeah.
Make it come down to the last play. It don't have to be. This was a high scoring game, but it don't necessarily have to be a high scoring game. Just execute, make exciting plays, and don't let the refs decide it. And they didn't let the refs decide it, man. It came down to the last play. I thought Matthew Stafford was gonna
They
put the
just
ball in
ran
the
out of
field.
time. They ran out of they ran out of time. That's all to it.
That's all it is. What Michael
They
Jordan
they
say?
ran out of time.
Michael Jordan say, "I ain't lose. I just ran out of time."
Ran
You
out
know
of
what I'm
time.
saying?
That's
They just
what
ran
happened.
out of time, dog.
If
But
Puka caught the ball at the end, time expired.
time expired. But man, that defense, they just needed to stand up for one more drive, and I thought they could do it. And the defense is so damn good. I was surprised at them. Man, yeah,
The
I was
defense
surprised.
gave up 31 points, and I think this is probably the most points they gave up all year. Defense for the Rams has been playing really good. I don't know what
They've been
happened yesterday
stingy.
though.
They've been
Yeah.
stingy. That's crazy. So, but overall, man, hey, your boy, hey, well, so you say you're a game changer, huh?
I keep trying to tell people Sam Darnold is everybody want to say he a game manager. I think the man is a game changer. I've talked about this for the last 2 weeks. Like I said, when you can go to two different organizations and you can carry that team, put that team on your back and get these wins, I really think that the Vikings they probably kicking themselves right now. You literally have a quarterback that was on your team last year going to the Super Bowl. Like that's gotta hurt.
And the thing is, this is where loyalty and decision making comes into play because y'all, like you said, you was in Minnesota, man. Y'all had a nice thing going, but they spent that first round draft pick on JJ.
Yeah,
So
and JJ looked absolutely terrible.
look ass, and but this is what I'm saying. It's like, okay, do we go with our future or do we stick with Sam Darnold? Bro, stick with what's working.
I don't care. Look at the same situation over there with Atlanta. Y'all had just played Kirk Cousins all that money, and they still drafted Michael Penix in the first round.
Right. And I swear to you, I swear to you, I swear to you. I'm so happy the way the Cowboys move because Tony Romo, he was like getting to that level to where he was like one of the Cowboys outside great quarterbacks, and
Right.
they made the move on his ass. Like, man, Tony, we love you, but the injuries, yada yada yada. We got to go with the young boy. He hot right
Mhm.
now, and they didn't put him back in the game, and his career
Yeah.
was over after that. It
Yeah,
was
I remember
over.
that. Yeah.
It was over. They went with the hot man, you know.
But in this instance, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I would have stuck with Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
JJ McCarthy would have had to just learn. I mean, that was y'all insurance. The insurance is literally on the bench. It's not like you paying him a lot of money because he's on a
yeah.
rookie contract. Because they
And
didn't did they draft him in the first round?
yeah, and I
Oh,
didn't
they
understand.
did?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay. But he probably
I
did get paid.
and I didn't understand that pick. I was literally getting ready to say that. I didn't understand them taking JJ McCarthy in the first round because he didn't do anything first round worthy in college.
Well,
In
he he won the natty,
in Michigan, all they do is run the ball.
but they won the natty.
But his skill set didn't say first round talent. He
Right.
didn't win. That running game and that defense did. Because if you go look at his numbers throughout his career at Michigan, he wasn't like that, dog. He was just handing the rock off
Right.
To Hart, and the other running back. All his running backs and his tight ends on the NFL. All he had to do was hand the rock off. That's how Michigan won.
Mm-hmm.
They ran more than they passed the ball.
So was Sam Darnold, was he top 10, top 15? Because I
When
think
he
only your top five, I think they have like guaranteed money. Like
when Sam Darnold got
within-
drafted,
no, when JJ McCarthy got drafted, like was he because I think top five is like guaranteed like something crazy, like
I
maybe
can't
like
remember.
10
I
million.
think he was definitely a top pick. I can't remember which
Well,
one
if
he
he
was.
wasn't a top five pick, like I said, he on a rookie contract, I would have just kept him on the bench as insurance.
Mhm.
But yeah, man. I also want to say shout out to D Law, man. D Law
I got to get that boy some love.
called his shot. He got a lot of flack for what he said about, Dallas being his home, but he knew he was not going to win the Super Bowl there. And where is he going now? It's so funny. I seen somebody said on Instagram today talking about damn all of the markets that leave our team go to the Super Bowl. I
Go
said,
to the ball, man. Every last one of them hoes.
every DeMarcus that left the Cowboys and went to the Super Bowl.
That's crazy, dog.
Yeah,
No,
it's crazy
keep fighting ain't the markets to keep him on the squad.
at this
Shit.
point. D
Ah,
Law
damn.
and D Ware they've gone so we all know D Ware went to Broncos, got the championship, and then now we got D Law in a championship game. But I'm happy for him though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've always liked D Law. I'm glad that he get this opportunity to go compete for a Super Bowl. Honestly,
Right, right. But and then I like D Law too, but I just hate how he left. Like throwing us under the bus, kind of saying what we but like
I don't think he threw us under the bus.
yeah, by saying he would never win. Like, bro, these are your brothers, these are your teammates. You talking about your
I think it
dogs.
was more so. I don't think it was really a shot at the players, more so the shot at the organization, Jerry. And I don't think he was really talking about that. And he might have low key been talking about Micah too, because Micah, he
They had
had
beef.
they had the little beef together. So I think that was more so
I
directed towards Micah and
I
not
don't
really his brothers.
but I don't operate like that because at the same time, you was the one complaining about being fatigued, bro. Come on, man. You a vet and you supposed to be leading young guys. You talking about, man, we was just tired. Man, ain't nobody trying to hear that. That's an
Right.
excuse, bro. That's an excuse. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. You know.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like I said, I think I think it was more so just a shot at the organization. But like I said, he called his shot and he walked it and he talked it and they going to the Super Bowl and you can't do nothing about it. Like
That's what that boy say.
he
We
said, I'm
going to
here.
the bowl.
He said, we going.
We going.
We going. They there. So shout out to him and shout out to Aiden Durden too, because Aiden Dirty was with the Cowboys too.
Mhm.
He was one
Yeah.
of our coaches, so they both headed to the Super Bowl. So congrats to both of those guys. It was well worth it, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Anything else you want to talk about this game? Because we're gonna talk about this Cowboys new hire, and then we'll.
Good, good, good. I'm glad we talking about that, boy.
You sound like Bernie Mac. Good, good, good.
Good, good. But now, I really don't have nothing other than are we gonna do our selection for the
Of
game?
course, we got to do the
Oh,
last
okay. I'm about to
champion of the
say, if
season.
not, yeah, I
Sure.
can wait. I can wait on that though. We can go ahead and hop into
Okay, so let's go
the
ahead
highlight.
and let's get into this new Cowboys hire. Of course,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the news by now. We just haven't been able to do a show, so we're gonna talk about our new hire in our DC. A very young guy. I don't know. Let me make sure this why this stupid timer is on. Hold on. Let me turn this off. Timer off. I don't know why I'd be doing it. All right, so
Mhm.
anyways, like I was saying, I'm pretty sure everybody's been talked about it, but we didn't get to talk about it. So we're just gonna give our 2 cents on this new hire. So the Cowboys did hire Christian Parker as their new DC. He was previously the DB coach in Philly. He's well respected around the league. I think he moved up the ranks really, really fast. In 2013 to 2014, he was at Virginia State. He was their DB coach. And then he went to Norfolk State. He was their DB coach. He went to Notre Dame for a year. He was the defensive analyst there. Then he went to Texas A&M. He was a defensive analyst there as well. And then from 2019 to 2020, he was Green Bay's defensive quality control coach. And then from 2021 to 2023, he was Denver Broncos DB coach. And then, of course, from 2024 to 2025, he was the Eagles passing game coordinator and DB coach. Now he is the Dallas Cowboys' new DC. So tell me what you think about this hire. This is a very young guy. He's only 34 years old, so he's pretty much the same age as his peers. Majority of these players on this team. So talk to me about this hire. What you think about it?
Excited. Is a silent hire. I never heard of the dude. I never heard of him before. But when
Mm-hmm.
I did my homework and I seen who he worked under, especially Mike Elko and Vic, what's his name? Vic
Fangio.
Fangio, man. Those two, when I the fact that Sean Payton had him in Denver with Vic, Vic
Mm-hmm.
left and he tried to take Christian with him. And
Right.
Sean Payton was like, nah, he's
No.
staying. He's
Mm-hmm.
staying. And whenever he got a chance to, he brought him to Philly with him. Like, come on.
So that tells
Mike,
you a lot. What
it
type
tells
of
you a
work ethic
lot.
he has.
When
Yes.
when you can go from a defensive analyst to a quality control coach, they pretty much the same thing. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Just one is a different high pay grade. That's all. They both do the same thing. And then you go from that to being a defensive backs coach and then being a pass game coordinator. That tells me that you sharp right here to mind.
Mhm.
You communicate well, and that's exactly what Shotty said he wants. Somebody that communicates well.
Right.
And that's his thing. You listen to all the players that has learned under him, that's all they say. I wouldn't be the player I am without him, or giving him huge congrats from Slayton to got doggone Pat
Quinyon
Surtain,
Mitchell, Blankenship,
Blankenship. What's the other dude? The
Cooper DeJean.
Cooper, man. All of them, they just giving this boy praises, and so are coaches. And I've been watching all these shows, just trying to learn about him. And you got guys from the news media from all these different teams that just rave about dude. So
Mm.
I'm excited to see what he can do. And I've been watching videos on him too, and the way he communicate to where okay, he might hear different from. I'm a coach, so he might hear different from me on the class in the classroom and on the field. So I make sure my players know what I'm saying, my vets know what I'm saying, and then I have my vets talk to him because it's a different language with them. He can
Oh,
probably understand it.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I'm excited because I think we have some players on the squad right now that can benefit from his teaching.
Right.
We got some players that can benefit from that. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, I wouldn't be opposed to keeping the hooker now, but I got to get rid of Dono. Dono got to go.
I actually like. I think Dono will actually play better if we played him closer to the box.
Yeah, close to the box, but we might need you to cover too, big dog.
Yeah, I like the hire though. I like the hire. Like you said, he's a young guy. I think he's the youngest. Matter of fact, I think they said he was the youngest coach in Cowboys franchise history. So I'm glad that they brought him in. And like you were saying, like this is definitely a shoddy hire. This is not a Jones hire. This is not a front office hire at all. This is not a guy they probably even knew about. So I think this is a great hire.
You know what? I do want to give them credit though. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving them some credit because,
What you giving him credit for? This is a shoddy hire.
of course it was, but I'm gonna tell you exactly why I'm giving them boys credit because they didn't get their ass in the way. They didn't get in the way and be like, nah, we gonna go with the guy that we are familiar with, some 58, 60 year old that's
Mhm.
out of so they are allowing Shotty to bring in what he need. And not only that, I was reading this morning where they are allowing Christian Parker to get what he needs as well. Like they stand out of the way,
Oh yeah, how they gonna let him
pick his
get out
coach.
his coaches? And I seen it earlier too. They said that what's his name? White Cotton might be gone because they
Yeah, he
want him.
gone. I know he. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, he gone for sure.
he
They
want to keep
already
his
trying to
own coach.
bring. They trying to bring the D line coach from Philly and the linebackers coach. They both interviewed the other day.
Right.
So
Yeah. So,
when I hear stuff like that, I was like, oh yeah, they just got to sign the contracts.
but you know what? I mean, that's natural progression though in the NFL. This is what you're supposed to do. When your DC come in, he's supposed to pick his own guys. But Cowboys just always kind of
Man,
meddling, and they got to pick the coaches here, so they can be puppets. But your DC is supposed to pick his. He's supposed to pick his own staff.
shit, DC,
Like
OC, I'll see.
right, yeah, like Overstreet, let all them boys. They gotta
Man,
get up out of here. We
they're
gotta.
like they're a hire the head coach, the OC, and the DC, and they're like, well, we want these guys to coach them up, or we want these players. Like,
Mm-mm.
why y'all making these decisions? All y'all we need y'all to do is sign the checks.
Exactly.
Like, you don't need to be making no personnel decisions on the field. Let me do that. That's my job as a head coach.
That's his job. He
This
know. I know what I'm looking for, and I know what I want to coach, and I
I
need
know what I
these
want to coach.
players.
This is my
Right.
scheme.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know nothing about my scheme.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm excited. That's why I want to get on credit because they're not getting in the way.
So you
And
think they're
that's
starting to do football stuff? Because Cowboys.
what
I
you asked
mean,
me.
I said this is the first time they starting to do football stuff.
Mhm. And you've
'Cause,
been you've been screaming about that
I've
all
been
year.
I've been telling you because Cowboys we don't do football stuff. We do dramatics, we do theatrics, we do
Yeah.
drama, we do everything but football stuff.
You've
Like
been screaming that shit all year. We don't do no football stuff. No football.
nothing
You've been
pertaining to
on it.
football. We do drama.
Hey,
They do drama in Dallas. The big D stands for drama.
and you know what? Yeah, you know why I'm loving this, dog? Because we're not even in the media behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody talking about it. Nobody knows. I'm cool with that. We need to focus on football operations, man.
The next thing on my checklist, Jerry, can we get a real GM?
It ain't happening.
Listen, if they get a GM in here, I don't know, I might cry.
It ain't happening, man. You look at all the teams
I
that's
can
winning
wish.
Super Bowls, they got GMs.
Like me and you talked offline. Can you imagine having a Howie Roseman as our GM? What this team would look like with a Howie? Because Howie is
Aggressive.
aggressive.
Aggressive
Aggressive.
as fuck.
We said
He
the same time.
aggressive.
He is aggressive for sure.
Oh man. And then just think like we winning. We getting all these eyes on the squad. We winning championships. We going to NFC championships. We consistent in the playoffs. Just saying if we had oh boy, like
Mm-hmm.
a Howie Roseman Dallas dog, that would generate so much money. Y'all all about money. That
That's true.
winning generates money.
Right. But I
Man,
think this hire is definitely a good step in the right direction with this team
yeah,
and what
yeah.
they gonna do. Like I'm really excited to see like what players he gonna pick in that first round. Like, are we gonna go safety? Are we gonna go edge? We definitely gotta go corner for sure because we need a corner. We don't know what's going on with Deron Bland, and then of course you got Revel. He's still kind of come back from that injury he have on his knee. So we definitely need a corner. But I'm cool if we get like a corner and an edge, or if we get a corner and a safety.
Right.
I think we'll be fine.
This is what I'm thinking because I've been watching like people that he coach under. So if you think about like Vic Fangio, he gonna beat you with intelligence and confusing you because it might be like a cover two high shell or something like so. In cover two, I mean you got two deep safeties and shit like that. You know what I mean? And it might be like a cover six or like Vic shit. Dak even said like his defenses are confusing because he's showing you something pre-snap, but after they snap the ball, the safety might drop down and you know what I'm saying? Like he playing in the
Mhm.
box. Like he
Right.
confuses you and he want to win with his defensive lineman. Like he ain't trying
That
to
front
blitz you.
four. Right.
Yeah, he not trying to blitz you. He just trying to get pressure with his lineman. He gonna let his linebackers and his DBs do their job. But he also
Oh, that brings me to. I'm glad you brought that up about DBs and the linebackers because they were saying with Christian Parkin coming over, he can possibly get in a Kobe Dean over here or a Blankenship because both of them are free agents, so they might
right.
follow him to Dallas.
Right. So this is what I'm thinking now. So
Mm-hmm.
he coached under Vic Fangio,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, but he also coached under Mike Elko. He's a defensive coordinator. He's a head coach at Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
Now Elko is more aggressive, dog. Like Elko gonna try to put that pressure on your ass. Like he gonna blitz,
Right.
he gonna shift the line to the left or to the right, make the offensive line make a shift, and he gonna bring pressure. So I want to know like what scheme is he gonna kind of use like both schemes, or is he gonna if he bring in like a veteran linebacker or a veteran safety and shit like that? I think he gonna be more Big Fangio,
Mm-hmm.
where he gonna try to get pressure with our linemen, and I think that might be good with Osa, Quinton, and Clark.
Right. Because
And
we already
and
got the
plus,
dogs up front.
right. And we could got Easy E, got Sam. Sam gonna be better because he a year removed from his
Well, I think
injury.
Sam is a free agent.
For real, is he restricted up? We could
Unrestricted. Unrestricted. He's a free agent. So Sam
damn.
might be gone. Unless they sign him back. But Sam, the only ones that's really gonna be back on that line is Easy E because he's a rookie. But everybody else was on 1 year contracts.
Yeah. But I know for sure we got Osa back.
Yeah, we're gonna get Osa,
Osa
Kenny
back,
Clark, and Q.
and Q. Um so I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. But yeah.
But it might be, but we talked about this offline, but and I think that's probably why the Cowboys went with Christian Parker because our front is kind of similar to what they have in Philly, with the Kenny Clark, with Q, and with Osa on that line. So they probably was thinking, well, he already kind of have the guys up front, so maybe he can bring what Vic Fangio does to Dallas. So I think that's
Right.
probably why they went with him as well.
And I think that's gonna be the move too. I don't think it's gonna be like a Elko based defense where he got the 4-2-5 and they just bring the pressure and try to make the quarterback
Or
make
he
the right
might just bring
decisions.
something that nobody never seen before. Like you said, it might be a
Yeah,
mixture of both.
right. And the reason why I think he's gonna do like the Vic Fangio is because that's Vic Fangio is because that's what he's accustomed to in the NFL, and it's gonna be
Mhm.
like um. Let me use his scheme until maybe a couple years down the line. I figure out my defense how I want to run mine. But what I
Right.
know right now, let me just use this right now, and I can gradually formulate my own defense. But he definitely going, and that's why I think we're gonna go safety in the draft, and I think we're gonna go like linebacker, safety and linebacker, like our first
But
two
we have
picks.
a linebacker though. If they're gonna get a linebacker, just do it. Go. I would say just do it in free agency. You already got Overshown. Overshown is a dog, and you really don't know what you have in Maris. So if any position group on defense, I think I'm most confident in the linebackers. Honestly,
Mhm.
outside of Sanborn and them boys, I'm just talking specifically about Maris and Overshown. Like I'm probably I have most confidence in that group alone. So
Okay.
I definitely think we gotta go get a safety. I definitely think we definitely gotta go get a corner. So like I said,
Mhm.
they can address if they want to address linebacker in free agency.
Yeah.
But
And I'm gonna tell y'all the reason why I say linebacker because I'm kind of stuck on God dog, I forgot his name.
who?
I think his last name started like an A or something like that. I can't remember his name, but the other cat I'm excited about is Anthony Hill. That boy's a thumper. Dog. That boy he gonna hit something. He gonna
I
hit
don't know
something.
too much about these college guys. I'm gonna have to
Yeah, you will. You
do
gonna
my
find
homework
out
when
by
draft get
by
ready. Right.
by February, end of February. You gonna start finding hearing about these boys, man. Anthony Hill would fit perfectly in the Big Fangio scheme.
Mhm.
But I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie. I'm excited.
I'm excited as well. We'll see though. Like I said, I just want to see what they're gonna do in free agency first. Address
Yeah,
free agency.
yeah,
Free
yeah.
agency is gonna be first, and then
Right.
after that, you can get what you need in
In
the
the
draft. But
draft.
I am excited though. I'm excited. Cowboys look like they moving a little bit different. I'm just waiting for them. I'm waiting for us to get the news and wait for it to come across my phone. We
Hmm.
gave GP a 3 year, however much money he want. I think what it's gonna cost us what about 35 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
About 35 million a year. I need GP signed. GP and I need Tay back. I've been seeing all these videos of these content creators, especially I seen one the other day on TikTok where they were trying to rebuild the Texans offense and they had Javante up there as the running back. And I said, absolutely not.
I was getting ready
I
to
was in the
say
comments.
that.
I was in the comments. I said, absolutely not.
I was
Tay
gonna
ain't
say
going
that, man,
nowhere.
but I seen it. I seen it on Facebook. I seen it on Facebook. Somebody shared a post in this group. I follow this Houston sports group because of the Astros and the Rockets, and you know what
Right.
I'm saying. but they also talk Texans in there too, and I seen them share like they possible roster for two. I said, hell no.
Yeah,
What?
no way.
Fuck no,
We can't
man.
let Javante leave
Hell
Dallas. We
no.
cannot leave GP. GP cannot go to Vegas. GP cannot can go to Houston. Absolutely not. I
Mm-mm.
need both of those players back on my team next year.
Somebody gonna throw that bag at that boy. And this is his first time making a Pro Bowl, dog.
Who?
George Pickens.
Really?
Yes. I
Oh
thought he
wow.
made it at least once. He
Oh
never made the
wow.
pro. This is crazy, dog.
Dak then elevated him.
Took that boy to another level, man.
That's crazy. I think they are gonna throw it back at him. But one thing I can say about the Cowboys, we do have the leverage because we can tag them. So tag doesn't always mean a bad thing. Tag means the other team cannot send deals. So hopefully, if they need to use the tag until they get the deal done. So these other teams can't offer him the bag. So
Right,
I
right.
need
What's up,
GP.
Tobe? Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I
yeah.
need I need GP back on my team. But that's all I want to talk about. Of course, we're gonna get into this last pick'ems. As more news come out about the Cowboys, of course, we'll get on. Next week it's probably not gonna be a show because, of course, we all know Super Bowl is in 2 weeks. So, of course, we'll get back on here after Super Bowl. But right now, it's not really much of anything. I'll probably be getting on here doing solo videos. As news come out. But as far as alive, there will not be alive next week, like I said, because Super Bowl, of course, is in 2 weeks. So, and that's what one thing I want to talk about before I move on. Pro Bowl. So is Pro Bowl is it still flag football or is it it's still flag?
Yeah, I think it's gonna stay like that.
They should just really get really Pro Bowl because nobody really watches. They
This
don't really
should be
watch
like a
it. Like do the
fan fair.
activities, like if they little do the
Yeah.
activities, but as far as the game, nobody really watches
Nobody care about that,
the
man.
Pro
Just
Bowl.
just do who's the fastest person in the league, the strongest person in the league, sign autographs. Let it be a fan fest type shit.
Yeah, just let it just be something fun for the players.
Quarterback accuracy, wide receiver, all that shit, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into the absolute last pick'ems. This is the Super Bowl editions of pick'ems. Of course, we got the Pats and the Seahawks facing off on Sunday, February the 6th. Who you riding with? Who you going? Who you going with? You going with the
Man.
Pats? You going with the Seahawks? Who you?
No, New England, dog. I really would like to see them win, but the homer in me, I say homer because I have it's like 5 or 6 Texas Longhorns that play with the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay,
So I
that's
want to
fair.
see them. Yeah, I want to see them. My boys get a ring. There's only one Schooler, the best special teams player in the league. He played for the Patriots. He was a
Mm-hmm.
Texas Longhorn, but majority rule, baby. So I'm rolling with them Hawks. I really believe in their defense though, and Sam Donald,
Mm-hmm.
and JSN, and the guy dog. All right,
Rashid Heed.
come on, man.
He, whatever his name is,
Sneed, yeah,
Rashid
but
Heed.
she Sneed. Yeah.
Rashid
It's
Heed.
just so many special players over there. Yeah, Shaheed, something like that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they got too much, man. I want to go Seattle, dog. I want to go Seattle.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I really want the Pats to win. Like I said, I would love for Stephon Diggs to get a ring. He's been in the league for a long time. He was one of the top receivers at one point a few years ago. So I would really like for him to get a ring. I think it'll be a great story for Drake May to get it in his second year in the NFL for him to get it. But offensively, they don't have the horses to beat Seahawks. Like I said, there's no big name. I mean, Butte is cool, Diggs is cool, but I don't think they have the horses to beat Seattle in a
Nah.
Super Bowl.
Mm.
Offensively, they don't have the horses. They got a good defense, but they
If
don't have the horses to beat them offensively.
if they do win, it's gonna be because the defense forced turnovers and they got the ball in a favorable position on the field, man. So their
Right.
offense don't have to drive too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a defensive game, but I think with with Darnell over there, he's a more veteran quarterback. I think he gonna get it done. Like I said, the man has been after this game. If he win a Super Bowl, he is no longer a game manager. I've been saying all season, Sam Darnold game changer.
But man,
Super
manager,
Bowl solidifies it. I don't hear nothing else about this man being a game manager. The man is a
game
game changer.
game manager. We
Game
got we
changer.
have two different definitions, y'all, of a game changer and a game manager. I'm just on the other side of the coin. You know what I'm saying?
The
So
man is a game changer. You go to two different
game
organizations and
manager.
you win, and you go to the Super Bowl and you win it. Game changer. Sorry. 'Cause without a quarterback, your team don't run. You can't put just anybody back there and you can go get the Super Bowl. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's what my argument stands. But y'all let us know down in the comments what y'all think if y'all watch this back. Who y'all going for? Y'all picking the Pats? Y'all picking the Seahawks? Who y'all think gonna win this game? I think the game is in it's in Cali, so it should be great
San
weather. They're gonna play
Francisco.
outside. Yeah, should be a really really good game. I can't wait to see it. I'm sure everybody gonna be doing Super Bowl parties. I know I'm be in Dallas. One of my friends is actually doing a Super Bowl party, so I'll be out there for that. Like I said, we will cover it. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. I know y'all probably gonna miss us. Like I said, we'll pop in. I'll pop in because my brother be on the road, but I'll pop in sporadically during the week and just put some videos up of what's going on around the NFL. But again, we appreciate everybody for pulling up the pod. We appreciate the love and support from everybody. Y'all always getting these comments. Y'all always show us love. Y'all always get on here. Y'all can be anywhere in the world, but y'all get on here and listen to us talk. So I really do appreciate y'all doing that. And we'll see y'all in 2 weeks after Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all then. Bye.